have those fairy energies in the room, I want to welcome you all to this spiritual corner. My name is Prism P-Chan or PZ, whatever you want to call me, and I'm here with a general collective message to see what you need to know at this time. We're going to start off with the fairy oracle and move on to some tarot to see what else we can get out of the message. Just in case you guys missed it, I put up the forecast for the next 7 days on what energies are going to be in the atmosphere, I guess. You may encounter a lot of emotional moments today if you haven't been on your spiritual hygiene. Um, it, whether these are timeless or not, the energies are going to apply here. So there might be some emotion out on the table. It could be yours or someone else's, depending on your journey when it comes to your healing. We're also in retrograde for Neptune, which I believe is about personal growth. So the challenge is definitely going to be resurfacing traumas or even just triggers in situations that you dealt before that may need healing, and they're only being brought to the surface so you can heal them. It's definitely good opportunities for that, but you have to of course be in the headspace. So just make sure that you're really grounding yourself and reminding yourself to take time to do this, but also to take your time while doing this. All right, let's see. Oh wow, well, it's already looking like an emotional read. So we have thinking of you, magic frog. There's definitely some intimacy involved here. And then the source of magic. And I feel like you are the source of someone's perception of like what magic is. Like I get it more like you bring magic into someone's world. You are the source that allows them to even believe in such, even if that's in a symbolic sense. Like you make people believe in themselves and beyond the limitations that they put on themselves. And it's actually funny that I'm getting that download while I turn the deck over, and it's pedestal, which has a lot to do with being in the confines of your mind's limitations rather than realizing that you are only blocking yourself, and to release those restraints. So we have 55, 32, and 26 out here. 55. So thinking of you, keyword synchronicity. Have you ever been thinking of someone just as the phone rings, only to find that they are the ones calling? Life presents many such examples of synchronicity to us. There is no such thing as coincidence. Everything happens for a reason, and synchronicity happens more often than we are strongly grounded within ourselves. When well grounded, we have a strong connection to everything in our universe. These connections help us put in the right place at the right time. Put us in the right place at the right time, sorry. Our intuition is heightened and things fall into place so much more easily. We flow with the universal life force instead of fighting it. Therefore, everything comes to us naturally and more easily. Life is much more enjoyable and efficient too. Work on bringing more synchronicity into your life. If life feels frantic, stop, breathe, and center yourself. Find the place of peace within. Ask for help from the elementals. They know about peace and balance. This allows you to make better choices of your words and your actions. The more you practice this balance, the more synchronicity has a chance to work in your life and put you exactly where you need to be at the perfect divine time. Sense the rhythm of the earth and synchronize your breathing to it. The earth pulse is your pulse. The earth's breath is your breath. All is one. You move smoothly on your life's journey. So definitely co-creation energy. Um, Someone could be thinking of you. You could be synchronized with the frequencies of the earth and your environment. And I really get that as like, even when people are away from you, you know what is going on, I guess. Or you know when someone is thinking about you. Sorry. But yeah, and I feel like that's something that you were maybe working on that you started to catch on to is the synchronicities and like in complete surrender of the universe or of the Most High, understanding co-creation and allowing things to be, but also allowing yourself to create along the way and creating just a really beautiful canvas here for the universe to add to. Um, you could have needed to also work on time and your perception of it, realizing that there was more times where you were frantically crunching for certain things when you didn't need to, or procrastination was probably the reason for that as well. But with it, whatever the case, I feel like you have come into a more understanding of the synchronicities of the universe and really co-creating alongside of it, understanding when it's your time to lead and when it's the universe's time to lead as well, allowing divine timing to be at play and to understand that time is construct and the frame of timing is more of alignment. You can even think of it as the planets aligning correctly, or certain situations needed to happen in order for this thing to happen. We're gonna see what that's about. So far, it's looking like the message is very. It feels like it's gonna be interesting. So next we have magic frog. The keyword is child. Frog fairies know how to be childlike. They encourage innocence and imagination and make us believe in miracles. If you have drawn this card, you are being asked to pay attention to the small child part of you. Nurture her with playfulness, or him with playfulness and kind words. Praise her accomplishments. Let them splat. I'm going to say them because I know I have some male watchers. Let them splash in the mud puddles or sing a silly song. Let them giggle. Let them find magic in everything they see. Lay off lay off work a bit and take time for joyful fun. If you have forgotten how to play, then just ask a fairy or a small child to help you remember. They know what to do and they will guide every step of the way. Keep an open heart. Fairies and small children have open hearts. Believe. Visualize yourself holding your small self in your arms and rocking and singing them a lullaby. Tell them how much that they are loved and how special they are. Feel your hearts connect as one as the child snuggles up against your chest. Visualize the healing of all the tears and wounds as the energy just dissipates and void is filled with loving energy. Now the child is ready to play. Hop to it. So you're currently definitely healing a lot of doing a lot of work, a lot of self care, mainly pertaining to your inner child. I feel that it's like through the synchronicity, you were able to synchronize with your higher self, but also with your childlike self. And I feel like if you haven't already, you should sit at, I visualize like a white room, so there's no distraction and the area is pure. And I bring in different parts of my life, different milestones. So the toddler, the adolescent, the preteen, the teenager, and the young adult of myself, and I will talk to them. It's more so energetic in this visualization, but I'm able to really go in my psyche and dissect what needs to be dissected, or something comes up and I use that as a time to be introspective about that time in my life that my one of my inner children wants me to see. um, a lot of the times we don't realize the amount of healing that needs to be it needs to go into your past, but more so in your children, your childlike 18 and younger, basically. Those are your, like, your development years, and through that, that's the person that who you became to be currently, if you haven't made any changes, because a lot of it has to do with stunted growth, unhealed patterns, learning certain ways of living through family members or friends, or even teachers, just having the wrong people around you and pushing a lot of projections onto you of how you should live your life, rather than ever asking you how you want to live your life. Or you could have had people say, like, kind of say, oh, you want to do what you want to do, framing it as if what you want to do isn't even the right thing and that you don't know what you're doing, therefore you should listen to them, when that may not be true. Their perception is off because maybe they haven't been able to meet themselves at their dreams and desires like you have. And though not everything that you choose is going to be for your highest good, there's still a lesson there. And you just having that acceptance of that can really help heal that as well, because you know that either I went through that and there was something for me to integrate into my life now that I'm now realizing, and that's okay because I finally have learned the lesson. Or it helps you go back on the current, like the lessons you learned previously that maybe you didn't necessarily integrate, but you did understand, but due to things being in a completely different form, you didn't understand the correlation there. And that also helps with pattern recognition, because you strip away a lot of the emotion or how something is perceived, the rose-colored glasses of it, instead of the logistics of it, the foundation of what this thing is. Um, like, I kind of get that on, like, abuse. You think because it was normalized in your childhood, maybe you have had some sort of healing understanding of it, but then you get into a relationship where it's pretty much the same thing, but it's different because of the dynamics of the relationship, as well as the way that it's done. It's more covert, or it's more, there's a lot of elements that are the same, but you haven't necessarily gone across in your childhood, so there's no pinging, there's no picking up on that. I don't know why I felt like I had to go through that, but yeah, this could be a lot of that, just a lot of realizations, and just really digging deep on your inner child and what you've been through and the correlations of that. Life is all about cycles. Oh, moon secrets. Sorry. Keyword is cycles. Life is all about cycles. Creation depends on cycles. The cycles that create life on Earth are meshed with those that create and run the universe. We are all aware of the moon cycles and the effects that they have upon the life on Earth. From our tides to our reproductive cycles, the moon has great influence upon our lives. For certain, the universe has many other cycles that influence us. Everything in existence is cycling in one form or another, or it could not exist. Cycles bring order to the universe and to our lives. There's a season for everything. Everything must happen in its own time. A cycle forms a circle which symbolizes continuance of the cosmic energy flow, the energy that animates each and every one of us, never rendering. Or never ending. Never ending. I'm so sorry, guys. It was in the beginning and will ever be. It can change forms, but it cannot be destroyed. Learn to know the cycles that affect you. Sense them. Pay attention and notice all the cycles that are around you in your life. The seed that sprouts and grows has a cycle. Day and night are cycling. You breathe in and you breathe out. Cycling. What are these day what are these cycles tell you is that there is order to the universe, and there is order to your life. You have to acknowledge the order and flow with it. Don't fight it. Know that when you relax into life, things begin to work more smoothly, as you are no longer fighting against the universe energy patterns, but moving within them. And that's crazy. So it comes full circle, or cycle. That's so funny. I feel like going back and like really understanding why things happened made you go back into your childhood, into your past, and help you understand what happened to you then. And then it helps you understand about yourself now, and the correlation of it, the cycles of it, even things that, like, understanding how things that begin must end. Confirmation. All right, well, let's go ahead and see. Sorry. Okay, start off with the mystical manga. So we have the Hangman reverse, Two of Wands, the Fool reverse, and then Eight of Cups. And that fell behind it. Bottom of the deck, the Star. So I kind of get a Star is Born here. I feel like at one point you were hanging, trying to understand the synchronicities of life for a very long time. And you were kind of in a position of making a decision about things. You could have been kind of just like, when it came to healing this, going with the flow, kind of just seeing how things work, dipping your toes in. With the Fool reverse energy, I feel like you decided, like, I feel like that was more of a gamble. Like, it's like your decision was made on your direction. Like, you took that leap of faith, but I feel like that was grounded more in just trying something out. And now it's more like, I'm getting a more self assurance. Like, you're walking away from um, being naive or making gambles with yourself. This is where your healing kind of stems from, a change in keeping yourself like stuck trying to decide on how you see something. Let me see what this is. This is decision. I keep hearing the decision is if you're gonna move. You could have thought that expanding, like, I'm getting expanding your mind, expanding your perception of something, was creating a lot of conflict mentally. Let me see what the Five of Swords is. Yeah, I feel like the conflict surrounding accepting this cup from the universe, to take this start, to have this start. But this start is something you're curious about, you have some sort of intrigue. It's almost like in the past, you had to release yourself from being stuck in an energy of not moving forward, of not getting. It's almost as if you could call your own ships in, but there's a lot of mental conflict there to make a decision on doing so. But I feel that you came to a conclusion to finally walk away from this, and being so hesitant. Something was lost in the past, something that brought you joy. It was the King of Pentacles. Oh, what? Family? See. So I asked, what was this start? This thing that you were having trouble, like you were hesitating on starting? That was a cup from the universe. Oh, that's Six of Cups reversed. Six of Cups reversed. Interesting. Maybe you're seeing something clearly about the past, about what fulfilled you emotionally. Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles to describe the King of Pentacles. Pardon me, I'm trying to see who this King of Pentacles is. What's my collective? What's their current energy? That's a lot of cards, Spirit. Oh. So this is a third party, someone you're not talking to. Something that you ended and moved forward. It's like there was a transformation and then like fast movement. It's almost like you moved. You could have been in a long relationship with this person, or it could be family that you separated yourself from. Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Someone that's established, or they have a lot of money, makes good investments, just good with money in general. They could be a father. If they are definitely supportive. But it seems like there was some sort of rose-colored glasses, and I feel like I brought that up earlier. That was oops. Bacon's chill. Nick, we want to fight. Thank you. So I was asking if this is something you want, and it looks like no. So maybe you saw the reality toward when it came to a wish with being with someone with maybe a lot of money, or just someone that was very much just materialistic. It's just weird that we have the 10 and the 9. What's this one? So, and the star came out again. You were definitely, if you're not in the public eye, you're definitely someone who is healing, a healer. You could be being seen for who you are, be heavily guided down your path. But this person who's possibly thinking of you, and you know it during your healing, very much seems like that you're outside of this. You're not really coming up as much. They've lost or embarrassed themselves by being exposed for stealing, cheating, lying about your recovery and your healing. They probably caused some past drama, or some drama that they want to bring up can't be started because they've been blocked. So this could be someone in a family, doesn't have to be your family, but it can be, who I feel like you released yourself from and walked away because it was a bad gamble due to their plans that they couldn't get off the ground, and it seemed like they caused more problems for themselves. And that's probably why there's conflict here, that they didn't get what they wanted, because you accepted the divine's cup and went on a new start, and you were hesitant to go to do anything but walk away from this person because you saw the past, or you saw them for what they were and their wishes is how I'm getting it now. The wishes of a king of pentacles. They could have wanted something out of you, energetically or financially. They didn't get it. They actually got exposed, which I don't think is something that they wanted. And while you're recovering, because they might have been able to take something, I can only assume that they are having this revoked. You could be getting messages about this, synchronicities. This could also be in turn what kickstarted the healing of your inner child. Like, it brought out a lot of triggers for you, this situation, whatever this conflict was in the past, that they can't get back on off the ground currently, or in the recent past, I should say. Magic frog. We have somebody else out here. Strength, the Emperor. Well, I saw the Three of Cups land first, and then the Emperor. The Three of Cups landed on the source of magic, so I'm telling you, I really feel like someone was trying to someone is trying to be in your energy, whether it be someone who wants to celebrate you or be a group and this person be part of this group. I'm going to see it right now. What is this? Three of Cups. I can only assume that they're not seeing the synchronicities, because if you're getting some, then they're getting some on whatever they're trying to do. Restraining from a group because you're in your power is how it's coming out. And the group isn't able to get something off the ground. The plan that you were released from being part of. You might have even been like some sort of sacrifice in a way by a King of Cups who's in this group, who is facing an ending or a transformation of some sort. What's this? Death. Something that they see in the distance coming in for them. Probably that trouble. Whoa, that's hilarious. It is. It freaking is, dude. In the past, they tried to bring some conflict your way, but you didn't. That didn't come in for you. They weren't able to expand it your way. Is kind of how I'm getting it, like spread it. They weren't able to spread the conflict, the spiritual war your way. But it definitely came back to them. This is the transformation. They just caused a lot of conflict for themselves. They did not anywhere near win this. Yeah, Justice and the Queen of Wands. Where are these people? Who are these people? Reverse Queen of Wands reverse. So they might have gotten into some sort of conflict, whether legal or spiritually legal offenses with a Queen of Wands reversed due to some conflict that they tried to cause, is how I'm reading it as well. What was this? What are they getting in trouble for with this justice? Justice has been called the Hangman for sacrificing. Man. For trying to get someone stuck. The Fool and the Emperor. So, for trying to stop someone's. Like I'm getting like hang them to keep them stuck from moving forward or from taking a leap of faith with an emperor. So this could also be you. Your courage is also bringing in a celebration of some sort with a reconciliation from an emperor. This could be soul family. This could be someone that you knew from the past, but it could also be someone that's new. Take it as it resonates and who is in the story. But with that celebration, I'm also getting that there's also some sort of group here with a King of Cups, a King of Pentacles, and a Queen of Wands. And this water, earth, and fire thing has been a thing I've noticed for a lot of the collectives. I could be wrong, but I'm definitely seeing it from my story. And considering we're in this together, a lot of you might resonate with these signs being prominent in your story. This power of three, though, it's so funny. So I'm also getting they could have pulled someone off their path. This Queen of Wands reversed. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, dude. They pulled someone off their path. But this also released you. And they also lost their defenses. So you could have been protecting them in a way, just even if it was energetically. This King of Cups reversed, and she got him to lose his protection again. Um, take the energies as it resonate. Though these are masculine and feminine energies, it has nothing to do with gender. It's just their how they approach themselves. The King of Cups reversed is very manipulative in the way that they act. They don't know how to handle their emotions. They can be like I feel like I get someone who is very impulsive and it's all emotionally led. The King of Pentacles, considering that they're a thief, they are in the upright only because they are able to act as such, but they are in the reverse. Um, Greedy, opportunistic, lacks leadership. If they do have kids, they are not consistent in their nurturing. Um, a very bitter leader can be very insecure, especially around money issues, always worried about other people's money, pocket watching. Queen of Wands reverse, sometimes seen as someone who is promiscuous or a prostitute, a dark witch, a temptress, someone who is karmic, hot-headed, um, very, very short-tempered, jealous. Yeah, so those fit the archetype of the people in your situation, then there it is. But yeah, they're currently, feel like they're watching you celebrate, and their their plans have been ruined because of this. They've also brought a lot of conflict into their life that they were trying to bring into yours, backfire, and they weren't able to take something from you. Could be an inheritance, could be a family life. So for the source of magic, we have Seven of Wands, the Chariot reversed, the Devil reversed, and the bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. So while you are in your power, understanding your source of magic and how magic even works, this is going to allow you to be able to continue to detach yourself from these energies. They cannot protect themselves. They don't even know what they're doing, where they're going. They can't even control you and your detachment as you have been detaching. They might be sick, but they could also just be really lacking in energy. Death and temperance. There's definitely a transformation here with this situation. Balance is being restored. This is a major shifts in this last one. I mean, there's a lot of shifts. Um, it's like the divine is trying to push these people out of your life any way that they can, even if they gotta turn the lights out. I get like some kid who won't go to sleep, who's been told so many times at night to go to bed, and they're playing a video game or something that they haven't saved yet, and they just turn off the power completely, like shut everything off. That's how I'm getting it. They could have their power being shut off, considering that they're losing all this money. Um, yeah, they don't even know what's going on here. High Priestess reversed, the Four of Pentacles, and they're holding on to something that they can't even like, that they need to let go. Their friendship or their collaboration is breaking down as they try to hold on to this. This could be due to people having their hand out and not being paid accordingly. I mean, this collaboration is definitely due to money. And if there was either losses of money or the simple fact of money not being dished out due to some sort of ritual or deeds, plans not working out because there was money involved. People are not happy. They got their hand out. People are wearing a mask, possibly trying to tell people that this isn't working. They'll be able to recover, but there's no recovery in their future. At least how the energy is being put out. And if they don't do the right thing, I mean, they'll have to deal with their karma, but I don't think it's going to get any better either. I think it's just going to continue to um, stack karma upon them if they continue to do what they need to do or they think they need to do. I think they think that they need to do this. They don't need to do this. This is why it's being ripped from them. Whatever they're trying to do or whatever they've done is being ripped from them. And it's possibly being given to you. I want to bring this back to y'all and just see like where y'all are at in this near future. Well, if you're worried about this person having to be able to do anything, they're blocked. And they're also slowed down financially if that's been their motive on how they're getting by, I guess. And being able to focus on you so heavily. But there is also something I feel like they're losing authority in, and it could be something tangible. But this could also be an opportunity for you that you're receiving, just for your troubles and all this. This feels very connected with something that is yours, or else these energies wouldn't be showing up right now. Because it doesn't seem like I'm not gonna say readers don't pick up on just mess that has nothing to do with stealing being a factor, but just simply due to the fact that they caused so many problems for you, and it seemed like the outcome was a 10 of pentacles from a 9 of pentacles, which is you. I would say that there was definitely some motivation here, um, financially. But let's get some Fae whispers and then get you out of here. Okay. So we have protect what you hold dear, honor the earth and its gifts. So continue to protect your gifts and protecting the earth. I mean, it's always good to give back to the earth because it's the reason why we're even able to continue to prosper. So even if that's just going outside and laughing in nature at the stupidest of things and enjoying the simplicities of life, you're giving like uh, carbon dioxide at the very least. So you are giving to the universe or to the earth. You're giving to both. History holds wisdom. Learn from the past. So we were talking about how things connect, how certain things that need to be implemented come up later due to the lack of implementation and absorption of the lesson that needed to be learned, and the transformations that need to be in order for it to be instilled. Um, let your energy flow, find balance in movement and rest. So this has definitely been a week where you are being called to rest, to slow down, definitely dive into more creative ventures and not work too hard. I know we all have a 9 to 5 or we have some sort of work that we need to do, but just do your best to find times to really rest, especially on breaks. Use that time to stretch. Meditate if you can, listen to some very soft music or a playlist that you hold dear, just to keep yourself in high spirits. And I want to thank you for watching another reading with me. If you found that it resonated, please leave a like or give a comment on what exactly you're going through, because I would love to hear a little bit of what you'd like to share. And I'll see you next time. Bye guys.